Guys, if you want to learn how to not goof up, then you better watch this one. Guys, welcome to the Mr. Bubbles channel where we dish out awesome pressure washing business advice to beginners. Now, you're watching part 2 of our common mistakes to avoid as an entrepreneur, especially going into the year 2025. If you haven't seen part 1, that's okay. Go ahead, right after this one, go back and watch part 1, because in part 1, we cover things like avoiding toxic people and bad habits and so forth. Today, we're going to be covering number 6 all the way through number 10 of these mistakes. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Number 6, I got being pessimistic. Guys, I don't know if you know a lot of people like this. Man, wow, like, it's one of the worst things for you to have around you is people that are very negative. I am very positive. I think you guys have noticed that from watching my channel since the beginning. I'm a positive individual, guys. Like, everything I see I look to see from a positive point of view. And I think that's a great way to look at it. You know, in a previous episode, we talk about toxic people. You have to absolutely eliminate from your life negative people because, man, negativity, guys, I'm telling you this right now. Negativity, it produces more negativity. So if you put negative thoughts in your mind, you're going to actually bring that into your world. You're going to create that reality for yourself. If you're walking around and you're going, oh, I can't succeed. There's too many people doing this now. There's too much competition. There's this, there's that. And you put all these negative thoughts. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You're going to actually create, you're going to manifest that reality for yourself. So highly recommend you being positive. You know, guys, surround yourself with successful entrepreneurs and you'll see what I'm talking about. They are some of the most positive thinking people you will ever run into. Number 7 on my list. Wow. Thinking small. Guys, when you're an entrepreneur, it's very, very important actually that you think big. One of my favorite sayings I ever read, or I remember hearing it when I was younger, was, your goal should be to reach for the moon. And if you come up short, you're still swimming amongst the stars. You guys got that? Reach for the moon. If you come up short, you're still swimming amongst the stars. And the bottom line is some of you guys is your goals, they're just too small. Like, for example, I recently had a guy reach out to me and say, hey, I'm just trying to get enough equipment, set up a small business so I can pay my rent every month. That's a very small goal. I mean, wow, because here's the deal. Most likely 80% of the times, let's say, you're not really going to be able to reach that goal. You're going to come a little bit short. So you need to put your goal way, 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 way up there. Way up there. Financial goal, how big you want to get, how many trucks you want, how many employees you want. Like 3-4 years from now, how much money are you going to be making? How many houses are you going to own? Like, what is your goal? Make sure it's big, big goal. Because again, if you come up short, you're still way, way, way ahead of the game. I often bring this up. When I first started my business, I had only 3 goals, actually. The first goal was I wanted to retire by the time I was 50. I'm 47. So I got 3 more years and I'm out. My number 2 goal was to have the number 1 pressure washing company in my area. I'm still not there. I would say I'm in the top 3, but I'm still not there. I'm still working on that goal. And number 3, this is very important. I wanted to create financial freedom for myself and for others around me. I'm still working on that. And if you've noticed, guys, why I brought that up, I set those goals for myself 12 years ago. Those are some pretty big goals. You need to make sure you set big goals for yourself because, again, you will always come up a little short, but then you're going to be miles and miles and miles ahead of everyone else around you. Number 8 on our list. Wow, I would say I've ran into this so much throughout my life. People that are stupid with your money. Guys, going into 2025, you have to make better decisions when it comes to finances. It's one of the skill sets, financial, the skill of, being good with your money. Some of you guys are just sucky with your money. I'm going to tell you this quick story. A few years back, about 5 years back, I had this employee, and he came to me on a Monday, and he was like, hey, man, is there any way you can help me out? Because he had to borrow money from his mom to pay for gas to come to work that day. And his paycheck the previous week, guys, on that Friday was $1,400. And I was like, dude, you just got paid. Like, what's going on? And he goes, oh, man, I had to pay my rent, and I didn't have any money left over for food or gas for this week. So I was wondering if you could give me an advancement on my paycheck for this week. And about a day later, I found out from his coworker, because it's two people in one truck, that actually he spent his money at the roulette table. That Friday, guys, this guy wasted his entire paycheck. Imagine that. $1,400 playing roulette at the casino. Right? So in part one of this series, we talked about bad habits, toxic people. You know, now we're talking about making stupid decisions with your money. You know, and one of the things I talked about in that episode was replacing bad habits with good habits, right? Like taking a habit of spending money, stupid money, on things like alcohol or drugs, weed, gambling, whatever, investing that money into your business. Because a liability is something that takes money away from you, okay? Example, a car. A car is a liability because it doesn't make you money. However, a truck can make you money. That's an asset. So an asset makes you money, liability takes money away from you. Guys, you need to invest your money in things that will make you money. You guys got to remember this. Money loves money, okay? So the more you build up money, the more money you will make. You guys ever notice this, that successful people just have like the weirdest, most amazing luck? I'll tell you guys a quick story. So one of the guys that is part of my network, his name's Steve. He runs like $1 million a month business. So they do $12, $13 million a year. He's been in business for 29 years. This past year, he won a motorcycle. Okay, so check this out. He went to one of these rallies down, I want to say in Daytona. It was like 200,000 people in this rally. And he bought a ticket. The ticket had a number, and that number got called on a raffle, and he won a $38,000 brand spanking new $38,000 motorcycle. You ever notice that always happens to people that are already super successful? It's the weirdest thing, but what happens is success likes success. Money likes to be with other money. So make sure you guys do not spend your money on stupid stuff. Remember what I said. Liabilities take money away from you, and then assets will give you money. So you need to look at your life and invest your money in things that will make you more money. Like, for example, a wrap of your tailgate, that's $300. That's not a lot of money, but that's something that can give you money down the line. So highly recommend you guys pay a lot of attention to that, guys, because I don't know a single successful entrepreneur that is really dumb with their money, because this is one of those skill sets you will have to become really, really good at. Number 9 on my list, failing to adapt to change. Guys, you know, wow, this is an interesting one, because we've seen in the last 4 or 5 years so many changes happen to our society, our culture. And you as a business, as an entrepreneur, you gotta flow with the punches, guys. You know, I'll give you guys a great example. So pre-COVID, all the way up to COVID, I would say Facebook marketing was working awesome for us. We used to get 40 to 60 leads a month on Facebook marketing. We were spending anywhere between like $1,200 to $1,500 a month. We would get 40 to 60 leads. Then a couple years later, like around 21, 22, we noticed that not only did the leads drop, but the quality of the leads, wow, like they were terrible, guys, like bottom of the barrel type of customers. So in 2023, we stopped doing all forms of electronic sort of marketing, like your Yelps, your Google My Business. So we adapted to what we were seeing in the marketplace. And you guys heard me say this in a couple episodes ago. We talked about this. We're going back to our roots here at Mr. Bubbles. We're going back to, ground and pound, boots on the ground marketing. That's what we're doing. Face-to-face marketing, talking to people, getting our names out there, getting in front of people, because we are in a market right now where consumers, they want to do business with companies they know, they trust, and they like. So we need to get out there, get your name out there, and let people know who you are. So some of you guys are still stuck in the old ways, and you're doing all of these other forms of marketing. When, for example, if you're doing a house, the neighbor next door, you knock on their door, they're going to know who you are. They see you, they see your truck, they see the quality of your work. That's way better for you. And a lot of you guys are not doing that. So make sure that you guys are constantly adapting to these changes, because if not, someone is going to come behind you guys like a competitor. They're going to blow everybody out of the water, and you're going to be constantly in second, third, fourth, or fifth, or 25th place in your marketplace. And I don't want to see that happen to you guys. Number 10 and last on our list is something that we talk, wow, like, man, this is one of those things we probably mention the most on this channel. Guys, we're talking about neglecting networking. You need to make sure that in 2025, you become a networking guru. Guys, get out there, join your BNIs, join your Better Business Bureau. Of course, I talk about this all the time, the Chamber of Commerce. Right now, I would say about 8% of our annual revenue comes from networking. But we can't even calculate the ripple effect of networking, meaning like a pond, for example, guys, you throw a stone in a pond and you see that ripple, right? Well, when you go to these networking events and you end up picking up some of these customers, guess what? The neighbor of that house sees you. Then you pick up the neighbor, or you pick up the mom or the cousin, and it creates this awesome ripple effect of positivity in your company. That's why I recommend you guys do networking. And not only that, networking is super affordable, guys. It's not very expensive. You guys, in some cases, are spending less than $400 or $500 a year for networking. You're just getting your name out there. We recently did a big job for one of our landscapers. Landscapers, guys, they hate to do power washing. They absolutely hate it, and they don't have the equipment, the know-how to be able to do that anyway. And so they're going to call you. If you network with them, you just let them know who you are. And, imagine this, for example, this one landscaper, we do about 30 houses for him every year. He charges his customers $800-900. We charge him $399 because that's what we do, right? As professionals, we'll go out there and do the house wash for, $399. Take us 35 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. He's making money, we're making money. And the bottom line is everybody's happy. So make sure that you guys are getting out there networking, because, I've often said this, talk about secret sauce. Man, for me, my secret sauce in year number 8, guys, is when I started doing networking. And again, I did not do any networking for the first 7 years. And then I ran into like a ceiling that I couldn't just get over. And what got me over that hump, was networking. Networking will take your business to a completely different stratosphere, guys. It will blow your company up if you do it the right way. I know some of you guys don't like to do networking because the issue that I see with it is it's not instant gratification, meaning like when you go door knocking, for example, you chalk somebody right then and there, you get that job, you get that money. That's instant gratification. Networking, guys, is the long play. You're going to an event today, and that you might not see a result of that in 8 months or more. So I highly recommend you guys pay really close attention to that, because when we're talking about things that will separate you from your competition, guys, this can go a long way to making that happen for you. And that's all I got for you guys today. I really appreciate you guys watching these last 2 episodes. I got an exciting one for you coming up next. We're going to be breaking down our J-Rod, the different J-Rods that we use and why we use them, and more importantly, which one we recommend for you guys to use for your business. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And as always, in the description of this video, you're going to find my email. Guys, email me. Again, I'm part of you guys' network. I'm here to, I'm your circle, right? I'm part of that circle of the 5 people in your life. I am one of those 5. So make sure you reach out to me. I'll send you some awesome resources like the pricing guideline and also, marketing blueprint and a bunch of other resources that I have, because again, I've been doing this for a long time. So I have some great resources to share with you for free. Make sure you reach out to me. But yeah, Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bubbles out.